Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keith, and welcome to my review of the new film, Murder in High Heels. This is the new film from Ottawa director Brett Kelly. Now, Brett Kelly, if you're not familiar with him, has 36 directing credits to his name, according to our friends at IMDb. To put it in perspective, Quentin Tarantino only has 21. Time to step up your game, Tarantino. Anyways, I was very excited to come and talk to you about this film. Now, of course, those of you who know me realize if it was called Murder in Flip-Flops, I probably wouldn't have been as excited, but I digress. This picture is a great homage to film noir. It takes you back to a time where this film is shot entirely in black and white. Now, we meet up with Mike, who is the bartender in this film, who's played excellently by Andrew Galligan. Now, Mike has a nice life. He's got this wonderful wife who supports him and is very loving, except he's somewhat distant from her. You see, he kind of has eyes for Ivy, who works at the bar, played excellently by Zoe Town. And the next thing you know, certain things happen, and Mike's basically brought into this whole world that he's not comfortable being in, but he has to do what he can to help protect Ivy. He just has to help that damsel in distress. He is the umpteenth guy that's probably made a bad decision because a woman's involved. And guys, put your hand up if you've been in a similar position. Maybe not similar to what Mike's going through, but we've all done crazy things to impress a woman, and Mike is no different. Now, the things that really impressed me about this film, I could go on for a while. The cinematography was great. The casting was great. In addition to the fantastic leads that we have, we've got a strong supporting cast that includes a lot of local favorites like Peter Whitaker and May Zahuri. On top of that, the script written by Janet Hetherington is fantastic. There is no detail that's left unnoticed in terms of bringing us back to those times. And for any Game of Thrones fans out there, no, there is no Starbucks cup that makes an appearance in a film that is set back in, I believe, the 20s. I really enjoyed this film. I think my only real critique of it is that it's too short. Brett Kelly, give me more. I was so invested with these characters. I was ready to see more of them. And the film comes in at probably just over an hour. So that's probably like my biggest frustration with it. But the performances were great. I was recalling Linda Fiorentina's fantastic performance in The Last Seduction as I was watching Zoe Town in this picture. I was very impressed. And not for nothing, she also has a great singing voice, which is on full display in this film. Now, of course, we're all familiar with Crave and Netflix and all these wonderful streaming services. Well, I'm going to introduce you to a new one. It's called oldies.com, and that's where you can check out this film. I give this picture a B. Again, I would have liked to have seen a longer film, but the film that was presented is very entertaining, it's very strong, and it is definitely worth your time. And I want to be clear, this isn't a pat Brett Kelly on the head and say, hey, you're from Ottawa too, great job. No, this is me saying, I see a lot of stuff, and a lot of filmmakers don't go towards this genre, and I'm so glad that he pushed his chips all in on it because he did it justice, and it was very entertaining, and you should definitely check it out. If you have the chance to see Murder in High Heels, let me know what you think. CFL_fan on Twitter, Facebook.com/WittyWhittier, and WittyWhittier.com. Thank you so much for checking this out. My name is Keith, and I'll see you at the movies.